A panel at the CDC is endorsing Moderna's vaccine for the United States. There are now 2 different vaccines for Americans to use for protection as the second wave of coronavirus overwhelms cities all across the nation. Good evening tonight. The top military official for Operation Warp Speed says nearly 8 million doses of vaccine are going to be distributed this coming week. The Moderna vaccine will be delivered alongside Pfizer's, and shipments could start as early as tomorrow. And tonight, we're getting an idea of how the clinical trials turned out in Jacksonville. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker joins us live after getting the numbers from one clinical research center in our area. Marilyn, they have participated for both Pfizer and Moderna?
Yes, the Jacksonville Center for Clinical Research had over 700 participants for both of those vaccines, and the newly approved Moderna vaccine, they actually started clinical trials for that one in late July. I spoke with a director who says people in our area tolerated the vaccine well.
Another vaccine added to the fight against COVID-19. After months of research and clinical trials, I'm told Jacksonville patients responded well. I asked the director of research at the Jacksonville Center for Clinical Research how people should determine which vaccine to get.
I have very simple advice. Whichever one you can get first.
Data from the Jacksonville Center shows 300 patients did the Moderna study, 470 did Pfizer. Both vaccines had demographics like the national average, with 10% African American and 20 to 30% Hispanic.
It was diverse across age groups, and it was disproportionately involving healthcare workers and other people who had high exposure risk.
Corinne says both use technology to expose our bodies to a small portion of the virus without getting it, and that both vaccines require 2 doses. But it's after the second dose, he says, where the side effects became more prevalent in their studies because it's activated the immune system.
So we're seeing more muscle aches, more fevers, low-grade fevers usually, maybe just some general malaise for a couple of days.
While the Moderna vaccine has only done clinical trials for ages 18 and up, Corinne says more studies may be conducted.
And tonight on News4Jax at 11, we'll talk about who should not be getting the vaccine and also what other factors were contributed in the clinical trials here in our area. Reporting live tonight, Marilyn Parker, Channel 4, the local station.